I'm going to have to get to my poem right away because it's a long one. It's one that I've been avoiding. So I'm writing a book. I have many coming out. And I already corrected 49 of the 50 poems. And I was hesitant about this one because it's so long. Anyway, why don't I jump right into it, okay? It's called The Hebrews. Here goes. I have been invited by the Queen of England to have crumpets and some mint tea with honey, if you please. You see, I'm kind of royalty. I'm of Hebrew lineage in my head. I'm part of the larger painting. My people have had prophets and kings for many centuries. It makes no difference to me that I no longer truly believe. Our people's stories of old will never keep you bored for long. They're exciting and need to be told to little girls and also boys of new generations. This is a for sure. I have not too many expectations. Please do listen and this will keep you warm. The stories are very exciting. That's not just only for scholars. They are for everybody. The book where all this is called the Holy Bible. With different interpretations to suit your desires, different religions have their own town criers. The one story that is now on my mind is right there at the tip of my tongue. If you listen ever so closely, it's about a giant boat, or call it a ship. It makes no difference to me. His name was Noah, and he was a proud man, family man. He heard a voice from the beyond while on his farm. It said to him, "Go and build an ark, then I will let you know what to do with that." He packed it all with animals of all kinds. We'll go and read the story now. There's also the story of Samson and Delilah. It's all about his hair, and that was his weakness. It's a wonderful tale for the whole family to go and read. In those days, there were many witnesses. Also, no one seems to know that his hair smelled like fresh lilacs on snow. But he only loved his sweet girl Delilah. What about my voice is going. I don't know what's going on. What about the one tale about the city of Jericho and how the walls came tumbling down? Everything was reduced to ash. You see, the Hebrews were told by their God up above to march around the city for 7 days and 7 nights. Personally, I think they loosened the ground. They blew their horns and the walls of Jericho were no more. Even the people on that day were killed, all those poor souls, without one bit of remorse. Gone, gone, as they were told. After that, the world was not very nice. They killed Hebrews everywhere and in every time, just completely out of spite. We remember Moses. So the story is told about the Egyptian boy that when he turned old, he became the leader of many at the time when needed most. Charlton Heston, in a movie he made such a good portrayal of the time with so much betrayal. He came down a mountain with the 10 Commandments, so the people did not want to listen to their new god of gold. They sacrificed animals on that day. It was forbidden, I dare say. Let us not forget how the sea parted. The whole world was quickly shattered. Those soldiers in chariots of gold sunk to the bottom of the sea like heavy stones, with all of their hopes and dreams now gone. Their Pharaoh had run out of men and out of time. Soon all the Hebrews were long gone to the other side of the water that blocked them. But they walked right through it, finally safe from prying eyes. They feasted on that day with unleavened bread, a tradition that remains to this day. We remember that day on a festival called Hanukkah. They were still afraid of what was lying ahead. You see, they had quite a long trek, but they made the best of it. They carried on with their faith, leading the way. All of these stories are told to all the Hebrew children, not to be forgotten. And how? Now we have our own kingdom called the State of Israel, found hard, get from many a weasel. Perhaps that man, old Pharaoh, learned the lesson with all those plagues bestowed upon him and all of the kin and his only son. He was truly missing, and never again not to mess with the brave Hebrews and all of their heavenly blessings. Oh boy, that was a hard one to get through. That was at least 6 minutes. Okay, thank you for sharing.